It's a stunt. This is what you're doing, is showing up with a camera crew, and you've got your coat and tie on, which looks very official. Okay, but I disagree with the way you're doing your business practice, and I think that that's something that is needs to go on record.
Well,
So,
Mr. Tepper is very appreciative of the fact that we're standing here holding you accountable when you thought that you held all the cards.
no, the BBB is what we use to have accountability with our consumers.
And good. I'm glad that
Sure.
you used the BBB. But is there a way that we could resolve this in a faster fashion?
I think we're already, as I told you on the phone, do you remember when we talked?
No, you and I have not talked.
Who did I talk to from
Talked
your
to
company?
This gentleman.
Okay, what's your name again?
I'm Joe
Joe what?
Hirsch.
Joe Hirsch. Okay, Joe, do you remember when we talked on the phone?
Yeah,
Okay, what did I tell you?
the message I left for you was
No, not a message. You and I talked live. What did I tell you?
that you'd call me back.
That I was handling this with the Better Business
You told me you would
Bureau.
call me back, and you said,
Didn't I tell you I was handling
call
this
me
with the
back?
Better Business Bureau? See what I mean? This is like,
No, you don't want to answer his
it
question.
used to
He'll
be-
answer your question. You answer his question.
it used to
Did
be
you tell
called
him you'd call him
yellow
back?
journalism is what it used to be called. I don't know
Well-
if you have a background in reporting or a background in what got you into the Ask Dale business.
Yeah. Well, it's
What
people like
did-
you that don't fulfill contracts.
Was it the news business or?
Actually, it was business owners that take money in advance from people, and then they think that there's no accountability for what they've done, and that they can hold the money, not deliver the remainder of the service,
Right.
and demand that the person pay the entire fee.
Hey, Holly. That's okay. I'm here with Ask Dale, and he's accusing me of.
Actually, for the record, it's TrustDale.
TrustDale. What are you accusing me of, Dale?
I'm challenging you to do the right thing by a customer.
Why
who-
is what I'm doing with the Better Business Bureau not adequate in
Because
your
it-
mind? Because it's not your brand?
Because it's not happening as quickly as your consumer deserves.
Okay, why is the Better Business Bureau bigger than you, though?
You can take that up with them.
I'm asking you.
That's not relevant to this situation.
It is totally relevant. They're in the business of resolving consumer complaints. They've been doing it for a number of years nationally.
Mm-hmm.
They have a good reputation at doing it, and that's who we trust to do it.
Have they shared a time limit on the resolution with you?
They sure have.
And what is the time limit?
That's private to the case. As I mentioned, this to me is a tortious interference.
Well, you can feel that way. Perfectly appropriate for you to feel that way. But we're trying to get a resolution from Mr. Tepper.
Okay.
Can you pick
Well,
up the phone
Just
and
check with me when we go through the Better Business Bureau resolution, and I'll be glad to share that with you. Have you looked online?
yes.
Okay, so you see the responses that we've given, right?
yes.
Okay, at the Better Business Bureau site.
Yes, I have.
Okay,
And I
all right.
see where you acknowledged that the job was not done correctly, but then you demanded full payment before you corrected the mistakes. Is that fair?
Is that a gotcha question or?
No, it's a pretty simple question.
I answered your question though.
You believe it is fair to take 100% of the money
You
up
think it
front?
depends on the size of the transaction, because at the McDonald's example, where we both acknowledge that they accept the money in advance, you said that's okay because it's a low amount of money.
Yes.
That's what you said. Okay, what's the cutoff?
33 years of experience as a consumer investigator, I would say the cutoff is $250.
$250.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know that many companies that
I know
apply
that by
way?
practice, I recommend that someone never do more than a 30% deposit across the board. That's my general recommendation.
Okay. And how long have you been in the construction business?
Well, I've actually seen over construction projects for 33 years.
Okay.
You know, if you want this to end, you can ask us to leave, but I'm going to continue to stand here and ask you why you can keep this man's money.
Okay.
I will share that, I made it abundantly clear to Quinn that we wanted to give you a fair opportunity I said we were doing a story, we wanted to make sure we had your part in the story, and you'll still refuse to return our call, speak to us. So we wanted to give you the opportunity.
We have other companies like yours that contact us. Okay, you're not the only fish in the sea, as they say. So I can't take my time to deal with everybody that wants to have a piece of the consumer complaint business. Okay, are you aware that you have competitors?
It's not relevant.
It is relevant because it explains why not every consumer has time to deal with everybody that wants to engage with them about their consumers.
But you told Mr. Hirsch you'd call him back.
So I haven't called him back. What's the deadline?
I think under normal circumstances, 24 to 48 hours is appropriate.
Okay, and when did he and I last talk?
10 days ago?
Okay, so I'll give you a call before the end of the month. How about that?
What is troubling to me is that I've done this hundreds and hundreds of times. And from time to time, I encounter a business owner who is so consumed with being right that no matter what, that they're going to harm a consumer. They're going to put themselves in a position of being questioned about the way they do business because they just can't let go of being right. Mm-hmm. I think that's you.
I think that's you. I think that's you, Dale. You march into somebody's office unannounced with cameras. You must think you're pretty right, don't you?
No, I think we've given you a fair opportunity
Don't
to
you
respond.
think you're right about the way you're going about your business?
I think that I use proper technique.
Well, why is that any different from me? You think you're right in how you're going
said
out
you
business,
would return our call.
and I think I'm right about how I'm going about business. I don't think you look very good in this situation.
Tell you what,
to be honest with you,
let's let the public decide if what you're doing is correct, okay?
the public is represented through the Better Business Bureau with me.
Well, I'm not quite sure if that is accurate, but in terms of the way you see it, I suppose it might be.
Okay.
If you want to get in touch with us and let us know if you can try to resolve this with your consumer, let us know.
Who is your attorney? That's who needs to be in touch.
You can give me the name of your attorney, and I'll be happy to share you the name of ours.
You can give me the name of your attorney.
Have a good day.
Are you afraid of that, Dale?
See, unlike you, I don't need an attorney.
Just a simple question.
It appears he's not willing to resolve it, so let's go. Have a nice day.
You get some fine shots.
Yeah.